Okay, calm down.
It's just sometimes this holiday makes me feel like I'm a failure.
Hey, you kiss Santa with that mouth? Come on. Look, we'll do all we can and it'll be fine. Besides, you know what the greatest gift of all is? Emily.
You say that to the kids with a straight face.
Yeah, I know.
Hello, everyone.
This is the
He's a hairstylist.
Twice the size.
Oh my God.
Hi, guys. We'll just give everyone a couple minutes just to log on. I just started it, so I'm still letting people in.
Well, it's a sign that this is the year you're about your family Christmas caroling.
Oh no.
Caroling.
Hello, guys. Yeah, Naj says if we love to see where everyone's from. If you can drop where you're from in the chat. Lots of people requesting to be in here. Okay. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to hop on this. Sorry, I'm just going through and muting people. My name is Lex. We wanted to hop on and share a little bit about Monat. A bunch of us just got back from our earned trip with the Dominican Republic. It was an absolute dream. So a few of us are going to share our stories, share a little bit about like our experience with Monat, a little bit, you know, what our hesitations were, things like that, and just go from there. So I think we were going to start with Emily, right? Emily.
Sounds good. Hello. All right. So good to see all of your beautiful faces. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. My name is Emily. For those of you who don't know me, I have been a stylist for 13 years and I jumped into Monat about a year ago. I actually signed up last October, but didn't start running with the business until December, which is honestly my only hugest regret, is not just diving right in and just going with it, because it truly has been the most like life-altering, amazing experience that I've ever been a part of. And I've now been in it for a year. I have hit the rank market mentor and I've earned my Cadillac, which is a huge accomplishment for me. And I actually signed up under my girlfriend, Tati. So I originally first started seeing her posts. I watched her for 8 months before I finally reached out to her and decided like, okay, I'm going to try the skincare. Why not try something new? She ended up forcing the hair care on me, brought me a borrow basket, and I was hooked from there. So I ended up diving right in. And the second I really like saw the vision, and it was December for me. And I just haven't looked back since. And since I decided in December to dive into the social media side of it, that's when it really started taking off. And I started making all of these amazing connections. And, you know, getting back from Passport. So this was the first trip that I have earned with Monat. And not only did I earn it for myself, I earned it for my boyfriend as well. I was able to bring him for 6 days in the Dominican Republic, everything paid for, which was just insane to me. I've never worked for a company, period. I've always been my own boss as a hairstylist. But I've never worked for a company that just gives back so much, that wants to, you know, reward us when we're doing well and set these amazing goals for us. And I love the structure within that, because for me, when I set a goal, I have to do it all by myself with mapping out, drawing out my map, my goal for how many clients I'm going to get this month or this, that, and the other. And with Monat, it's so nice. You log into your back end, it's all right there for you, and just like laid out what I need to hit to earn this free trip. And I just am riding on such a high. This trip was like game changing for my career. It was game changing for my career. It was game changing for my relationship. My boyfriend has been super supportive from day one with this endeavor, which not every one of us is blessed with that. Sometimes when you bring this to your significant other, they're like, oh my God, like, what are you doing selling shampoo? He's like, whatever makes you happy. I'm here to support you. But him coming to this trip and like really getting to see everything that is included with this, it was really eye-opening for him. And he's like, oh my God, like this is so much more than just selling shampoo. And he gets that now. And it's just like, just was amazing. Just such an amazing time. And I'm so happy I got to experience that with everyone. And I can't wait for next year to see how many new people will be there with us. It's going to be great.
Awesome. Okay. I am Tatiana. Sorry, my house is cold as heck right now, so I am in my robe. I'm Tatiana Okonovich. I market mentor, which is the Cadillac rank for those of you that are just starting out or maybe on this call that haven't yet experienced the business side of Monat. I enrolled April 2020 when I was 36 weeks pregnant last year, and I didn't know if I was going to do the business side, to be honest. I kind of thought about it, but I wasn't 100% sold until I tried the products. Once I tried the products, it was really a no-brainer for me. I was working as a hairstylist, and obviously I had to sell them if I loved them, right? I enrolled with Lex Ferrante, and I had never met her, never talked to her, never sent her a DM, but I knew her husband and I thought she was pretty. So I watched her stories for months and months and months, and finally decided to reach out to her because of her excitement for the products and because she talked about them every single day, literally every single day. Could not click on her page without hearing something about Monat. Even if I didn't want to, I heard it and I listened and I kept watching. And because her hair transformation, like during those 6 months, I noticed a big difference. I was paying attention because I really didn't want to like the products. And I really wanted to think bad things about what she was doing. I did. And she proved me wrong. She really did. So that's why I ended up choosing her to enroll with. That's why I think it's so important. It is so important to be excited to show up on your stories every single day, because to be honest, there was a couple other girls selling Monat, and girls had approached me before I approached Lex. Okay. Other girls had approached me, and I wasn't sold with them because they were not consistent and I didn't trust them. Consistency is what's going to really build that trust. Anyways, this is my third trip with Monat. And every time I come back from these trips, I am just on cloud 9. Like my cup is full, my heart is full. I feel like so much fire under me. And I come back to my team and I just feel like I want everyone on my team to be there with me, because what you experience on these trips is truly unmatched. You cannot even explain it like on this call. Does not do the trips justice. It's an unreal experience. So if there's ever a Monat trip, I told my husband, ever a Monat trip, I'm going to be on it. I don't care what it takes. If I am able to be on that trip and I have the opportunity to go, I'm taking it 1000%. You will not see me miss a trip. And sorry, jotted down some notes because I will go on and on and on. But I truly feel like these trips have a lot to do with where I'm at in my business. Where's Emily's at, Lex is at, Naj is at, everyone's at in their business, because those trips not only show market partners, new people that maybe are interested about the business, what opportunity they could have, but it also shows your VIP customers how important or how serious this business is. Right? Like, obviously, to earn those trips, you had to do a lot of work. They're not a free trip, you guys. They are not free. It takes a lot of hard work, and it takes having a customer base, and it takes having a solid team to earn the passport trip. Vegas, the reunion trip is different. You could do that solely based on you, but you really do need your VIPs and your team to earn this trip. And so that shows everyone, wow, she really is taking this seriously. Wow, people are really trusting her. Wow, she's built an amazing team. And that's just going to get people more and more interested and want to talk to you. The common theme that I saw on this trip, you guys, was that everyone was excited. Everyone was there with such a good attitude. I mean, the first day, if you guys haven't heard stories already, there was some chaos, okay? Not everything when we first got there was glamorous, but we quickly shifted our mindset, and we quickly realized, like, first of all, Monat fixed everything, but we quickly realized how blessed we are to be on this trip. Like, seriously, so blessed. But everyone was excited. Everyone on this trip showed up every single day. No one was on this trip sitting there with a drink in their hand, not working their business in some shape or form. Every single person was taking pictures for their page. Okay. We were still enjoying drinks and good food and all that, but we could take off for 5 minutes and go take some pictures, because that's how simple our business is. Okay. We could lay there on a lounge chair and take a video of our surroundings and market this beautiful opportunity with Monat, because that's how simple it really is. Okay. So everyone there was showing up, and everyone there was excited, and they continued to do this every single day. Sorry, I have a little bit of a cold since coming back. But you guys, imagine this. Okay, you're on a beach, right? You're getting free drinks, you're getting free food. You have all your friends there, not just friends that you're friends with in high school, or maybe coworkers that you don't want to be there with, but you have to because you work with them. These are people that you thoroughly enjoy being with. Some of the people that I've met on these trips have become my very best friends, my literal best friends. Okay. And it's like, I have my best friends from high school, but these types of friendships are different. They're so different. No one's judging you for anything that you're doing. We all have a different story. And that's what's so cool about this, is just everyone has a vision. And that's like the common theme there, is everyone has a vision and a goal in life. And we all just bond on that. We bond on it because we know how much we want to improve in life and where we want to be. There were girls who were picking up their phones mid-conversation. I can't do that with my other friends. I'm talking to my friend and I pick up my phone. I'm like, oh my God, sorry, I got to respond to this. And I just stop talking. The girls there get it. They truly understand, because that's what this business is all about. So if there's a trip with Monat, you guys work your booties off to be there. Work so hard and make that trip happen, because I swear to you, it's going to change your business. It's going to change your confidence. Let me tell you something. I am not confident with taking pictures like the ones that are on my Instagram. I'm really not. And I like cried to Emily about it. I'm not confident with it, but I will make it happen. And Monat has made me feel confident. I will sneak away by myself and go take those pictures, because that's what I have to do to get those pictures. But it will change your confidence, your business. It will change your relationship. Like Emily said, being there with my husband and my daughter was unreal. Getting to get away from San Jose and just have a relaxing time that we didn't even have to worry about money. A lot of times we go on these trips and we're like, oh God, we spent like $6,000. Like, okay, we don't need to get this. No, we don't need to get this. It was all inclusive. It was flight, hotel, food, drinks, everything. Okay. And the amount of husbands that were there, parents that people were able to bring, kids that were able to be there, it was unreal. It was so cool to see how many husbands were able to be there and how many husbands became friends because of this opportunity. Okay, so please work for them. Do whatever you have to do to be on those trips, because like I said, it's what happens behind the scenes that's really going to impact you. It's not what's on their story, and it's not what you see on other people's stories. The stuff that happens behind the scenes in person, building those relationships, is truly what's going to change you and change your business. So build those relationships, go say hello to people, do whatever you have to do to be on the next trip. The qualifications start in February. Start building those relationships right now. You need to start working for that trip right now because it's so worth it. And I promise you, you're not going to regret being there. So that's my little 2 cents. I'm still on cloud 9, even if I'm sick, but it's so worth it.
Okay, guys. Sorry, I'm just muting a couple people who just hopped on. Hi, I am Lex Ferrante. I am a managing market mentor with Monat Global. So if you guys are not with Monat, I know that means absolutely nothing to you, but it's the eighth rank in the company, I believe. So there's three ranks above me to the very tip top of the compensation plan. And you guys, I will start by saying I was a complete, utter direct sales MLM hater before Monat. Like if anyone ever approached me and brought up an opportunity, hey girl, I love your vibe, delete, block, ignore. I don't want anything to do with your pyramid scheme. That's legitimately how I was. I thought it was a complete scam. I thought it was a scheme. I thought there was no way the products are that good. I thought that girl was lying. She bought that car. Her sugar daddy paid for that trip. Like whatever negative assumption you could have about this business, I had it. I really did. I judged people so much for their online businesses, their side hustle. And now it makes me laugh because I am that girl that I used to roll my eyes at. I am. I used to roll my eyes at these girls. I used to judge them. And when I look back now, it was jealousy. It was jealousy deep down. It's because these girls were living the life that I wanted. I wanted that time freedom. I wanted to be able to travel everywhere with my man. I wanted to be able to drive that nice car. I wanted that financial freedom. And so I judged these girls because I was jealous and I didn't believe it. So I am actually a residential real estate agent. I did really, really well. I worked my booty off. I've been in real estate for 6 years now. And I did very, very well. I had a very good career with it. In order to do that though, guys, I was always working. I was every evening, every weekend, every holiday, I was out door knocking. I was out doing open houses. I was out showing homes. I was always away from home. I was always trading my time for money. And yes, real estate, you make your own schedule. But in reality, if you actually want to make money, you're on other people's schedule because you need to show homes when they're not working, right? And so I was watching these girls online. I thought it was a scheme. I was jealous. I have a 11th-month-old baby. Oh my gosh, she's almost a year old. I have an 11-month-old baby. In order to have him, my husband and I tried for 3.5 years. We had a lot of loss, a lot of heartache. I've lost 3 babies. I did 3 rounds of in vitro to have our little rainbow baby, and he's the light of my life. But you guys, in vitro is the hardest freaking thing you could ever imagine. It is physically so difficult on your body. It is so difficult on your relationship, a lot of stress, a lot of emotions, a lot of hormones. Relationships with your friends too. Like I was in a place where I wasn't happy for my friends when they got pregnant. I didn't want to go to baby showers. I didn't want to go to birth. Like I was having a really hard time. Okay. I was in a really dark place going through all of this. In vitro is also incredibly expensive and it's not covered by insurance. And we did 3 rounds. So I encourage you to, Google how much a round of in vitro costs. All right. I did 3 of them, not covered by insurance. Just keep that in mind for right now. I'll touch upon that later. Okay. And then on top of that, my hair was falling out from all of those hormones. So all of those injections, all of those hormone treatments, I was bald in all these areas right here. You can see very clearly now I'm not bald. I have lots of hair, but, Edie, yeah, it costs more than adopting. I looked it up. Yeah, it is disgustingly expensive. It should be illegal. How horrible it is. But I met Naj, dear Naj, at a mutual friend's birthday party in Lake Tahoe. Okay. We hit it off right away. We became friends. Like, she was super cool. We were at a birthday party. We were in Lake Tahoe, and her and I were the only two girls that didn't take like 2 hours to get ready to go to the beach. Okay. We were with that kind of girl. Okay. If that's the type of girl you are, I apologize. I'm not meaning to hurt your feelings, but I am not that type of girl that takes 2 hours to get ready to go to the beach. Okay. So Naj and I spent a lot of time together because we were chatting it up, waiting for all these girls to get ready. And she brought out Monat to me, and I was like, "You're one of those girls? Like, dang it, man, I got to block this girl. She's going to try and shove this shampoo down my throat." But I said, "No, thanks. I'm not interested." And she didn't really push it. But her and I remained friends over the next 6 months. We talked a lot because, again, I'm in real estate. I was always on the road. She was in outside sales as well. So we would chat a lot on the phone. And she would occasionally bring it up. "Oh, so-and-so's having a wash party. Can you come? So-and-so earned a trip to Las Vegas." I'd be like, "Cool. Sorry, busy. Thanks." In 6 months, guys, I never supported her. I never went to any of her parties she invited me to. I never bought products from her, but I was watching. I was watching her stories. I was following along. I started to follow Gabbie. I started to follow Lexi. I started to follow Nicola. I started to follow all these girls that I met through Naj. And it started to hit me like, these are just normal girls. They're just real girls. And I'm seeing this opportunity change their life. I'm seeing them make income from it. I'm seeing them earn trips from it. I'm seeing their hair get better. So my interest was kind of starting to peak, but I'm very stubborn. All right. And I Googled it. I saw the bad reviews. I was like, dude, I'm already bald. I'm not going to use anything that's going to make my hair fall out. Like I saw everything negative. Okay. Anything negative you could assume, I thought. Naj finally gifted me the products. One wash, I was blown away. My hair was so soft. It felt so squeaky clean. And I'm like, okay, like maybe there is something to this. 6 weeks later, I had baby hairs growing in all that area when nothing had worked. Like, guys, I was doing anything I could. I was using freaking Rogaine, like any treatment, anything that said hair growth. Like, I was looking up like old wives' tales and like rubbing egg yolk and avocado and whatever on my head, trying to make my hair grow back. And it wasn't working. 6 weeks of using only Monat, it worked. And I called up Naj, and this was like right before Christmas in 2019. And I'm like, girl, like, okay, I'm in. What do I do? She came over to my house. She signed me up. I jumped right in. And guys, this business is a freaking blessing. It is a blessing. I am now, like Tatiana said, every single day, no matter what, I am the most consistent person ever. I never stop talking about these products. I never stop talking about this business because I see what it's done for people's hair and skin. I've seen what it's done for people's lives. I know what it's done for me. I have earned 3 trips with the company. I have a fully paid for 2020 Cadillac XT6 sitting in my driveway. I drove home my brand new newborn baby in that brand new Cadillac. And guys, I like at this trip into Dominican Republic. So last year I earned Dominican Republic, but because of COVID and everything, they canceled it and they just paid us out, which is amazing. Okay. Most companies, they would use the pandemic as an excuse and they would not pay you out. This company truly does care about us. All right. They paid us out. This trip was unreal. They spared no expense. This resort was stunning. It was absolutely beautiful. It was massive. It had literally anything you can imagine. Pools upon pools, infinity pools, spas, gyms, water parks, golf courses, mini golf. Like, it was unreal. All inclusive. We didn't pay a penny to be there. Unless you decided you wanted to go do some sort of outside excursion, go on a tour or something. Of course, that's up to you. We did a few things because we didn't pay to be there. We're like, yeah, let's go ATV riding. Let's go swimming in cenotes. Let's go rent a yacht. Like, because we were on this 5-star all-inclusive, beautiful vacation because we shared products we use and love. It's that simple, guys. Imagine how many of you guys, have posted your Starbucks order. My venti iced chai soy latte, whatever. Imagine every time you do that, you make a 15 to 30% commission. And anytime you orders that and anyone who shares that, you start to build this incredible empire, like literally an empire. When you see girls like building an empire, we're building a freaking empire with shampoo. Like, it is so real, you guys. It is crazy. And looking around at this trip, one thing that really, really hit me, hey, there's over 1,500 people there who earned this trip. They were just normal people. And they were people from all different backgrounds, all different ages, all different ethnicities, all different hair types. Like, that's what hit me. I know during in vitro, I was kind of thinking like, maybe I do want to start a side hustle. I want to start something to bring in an extra bit of income. When I looked at other companies, all the girls kind of fit a certain mold. You know, I don't want to make stereotypes or judgments, but they all kind of look a certain way. And I didn't look that way. Monat, everyone was different. There are women here that are like our mom's age, our grandma's age. There are men, there are different ethnicities, all kinds of different people building incredible lives with this business. And it's just shampoo, you guys. It is mind-blowing what this has given us. So going back to my rounds of in vitro, like I said, okay, 3 rounds of in vitro. Because of my income from Monat, I have 0 debt from it. We have 0 debt from in vitro. We have been able to start college accounts for our son. We have started a retirement account for me. We are looking at buying investment properties. None of this would be possible without Monat. And that is why you see so many crazy ass shampoo girls talking about this nonstop, because it is literally changing people's lives. If I hadn't trusted Naj, if I hadn't met Naj randomly on that beach in Lake Tahoe, having another child would be out of the question. There's no chance in heck we would be able to afford another round of in vitro. And now I'm like, to me, because of this opportunity, sky's the limit. I am dreaming so big on what I could do with this company. Investments, like we're buying stocks, we're looking at rental properties. Like I am wanting to start a nonprofit where I can help pay for the in vitro treatments of other people. Like, this company pushes you to grow in so many ways because you step out of your comfort zone and you see it changing people's lives. And my only regret is not doing it sooner. And I hope that you guys walk away from this call and realize what an incredible opportunity this is and why maybe there's a reason why so many people keep talking about it. Okay. I'm going to end with this. Forbes magazine says the best time to join a company is when they are expanding globally or launching new products. We're doing both, you guys. Just last month, we launched a whole new hair care line, a whole body care line. We launched more wellness products. This month, we launched into Australia. We have plans of growing into the entire Asia Pacific, guys. The momentum of this company is unreal. Unreal. Do not miss out. Hop on this ride. Come along with us. Okay, I'm gonna pass it to Naj now.
Hello, what is, oh my God, I love hearing everyone's stories. Also, don't mind this. I didn't want to blur anything out because this is my real life. I'm literally at my parents' house right now. My husband and we are in the middle of, moving to our very own property, but I'll get to that later. Anyway, my name is Naj. A little bit about me. I am the daughter of 2 immigrant parents. My dad is from Jordan. My mom is from the Philippines. So when Lex mentioned that it's like everyone looks a type of way when they're doing something like this, like that resonates with me because I'm like, who can I relate to and look up to and aspire to be if nobody really looks like me? But when there's so much diversity that you can pull inspiration from, it's very easy for you to be like, you know what, if she can, so can I. And that is really our goal today, is to just help put that in your head of just like, you know what, if she could do it, I can do it, because you're probably better than all of us, to be honest. Like, we are no one special. Like, yes, we are, like learning to be the best versions of ourselves. But when we entered this business, no one was perfect, and we're still not perfect, but we're learning to be the best versions of ourselves. So I have been a sales professional for very long. Basically, ever since I got out of college, I started coaching and teaching, but we all know how that doesn't really pay much. And I was like, okay, where can I get a competitive salary? I started in sales. That was in wine and spirits. And then I started realizing like, okay, work-life balance is in this, industry. So I transitioned into pharmaceutical sales. And that's when I heard like, oh my gosh, it's the most competitive, like the most lucrative, whatever. And the funny thing was that I was still like negative in my bank account, not necessarily negative, but I had a lot of debt, right? And I didn't have a savings. And when I joined, also, I forgot to mention my rank. It's managing market mentor, one away from the first director rank. But when I joined May 15th, it was a Wednesday, I joined with Gabrielle, my former roommate. And I remember the day because a week prior, I actually saw her story and she had shared on social media. And this is why a lot of us share on social media, because it can reach so many people at the same time. And she had posted, and I was like, what is she doing posting on social media? Like, she usually only posts cute drinks and like yummy looking food. Like, she never ever posts. And if you guys can imagine a relationship where it's like that fake friendship, not to say that we were fake friends, but it's like, oh, let's hang out, flake, let's hang out, flake. We like each other's photos all the time, but never really make the full attempt to connect in person. And then she jumped on camera and was like talking about the shampoo. And mind you, I was in a very like professional corporate career where my hair was slicked back every single day because I was balding in these areas because of stress from work. I had thinning hair and I was overweight. That's also why I didn't have a lot of before photos, because I just didn't have many photos in general. But I saw her post about this shampoo and I was like, okay, tell me how much. When I first saw her, and she was like, well, it could be like this much. And I was like, okay, you know what? I really don't have any money right now. Ryan and I, who's my husband now, but we were just boyfriend, girlfriend at the time living together. We had just had to talk about money, how he was going to step in as I transitioned into the pharmaceutical industry, because we had quarterly bonuses versus monthly commission checks. And that was really hard because I essentially had to wait 6 months getting, $45,000 a year in a salary. And in the Bay Area, when rent is $2,500 minimum, you're not really, contributing too much to the whole household. So he agreed to, kind of burden on. And so I was like, you know what, let me finish what I'm going to use. Because then once I do buy this expensive ass shampoo, I have a reason, because I won't have any shampoo. And you know what? I saw a week where Gabbie started posting like all of her little baby hair sprouting. And I was like, shit, I should have bought last week. I would have had it by now. And I would start growing these little baby hairs by this point. And ultimately in one wash, I started to feel a difference. I was that girl that always had her hair up in a bun. I played sports my whole life. I was a D1 college athlete, and like my hair was the last thing that I ever wanted to take care of. And you guys, like, I straight up asked Gabbie, I was like, do I really need this oil? Like, are you sure? Whatever. And she had said, well, if you get the product pack, like, and talked me into that. And so I was like, you know what, if I get 30% off and I can potentially work this business at the same time. But again, guys, I had zero interest, very similar to Lex. I was a hater. I had zero idea of what I was even getting into, but I was like, once I bought it, I was like, did I just buy into a pyramid scheme? Not really sure. So you know what, I was like, well, whatever. If you're getting these results, I know that you're very particular with your products. And I know, guys, Gabbie used to take a comb to her hair and comb her hair for 30 minutes every single time she would shower. So I was like, I know this shit works, because there's no way that she would flip the switch and start jumping on camera if it wasn't that good. And mind you, like those reviews that Lex mentioned, like it was a lot closer to 2017. I joined in May 15 of 2019. So I saw the same exact reviews and I was like, damn, like, what did I just buy? And they have sketch Google reviews. But then I actually read the articles and I was like, okay, there actually are there's no resolution here. So you know what? I'm going to trust my friend over these internet trolls and say goodbye to Karen, because that's just what it was. So and then I started using the products, and I forgot to mention too, I only had $400 in my bank account. I spent 300 of those dollars. I had $25,000 racked up in credit card debt. I had the same amount in student loans. I had zero way of getting out. Also, I had these dreams of, having a lavish wedding, buying a home in the Bay Area, doing all of these things, but I never had a plan. And it's just crazy to me that I did not see the opportunity, even though Gabbie handed me the keys to the kingdom. right then and there. But I was like, you know what? No, it's good. I'll see how it goes. But once I used it, I was like, holy shit, who can I help with this? Build their confidence, build their financial situation. And, you know, I dabbled for about like 6 months. We didn't start taking it seriously until January of 2020 when I had a solid team. Thank you, Lex, for joining me, because literally don't know where I would be if it weren't for you. And thank Deuce for forcing me to introduce it to you, first of all, because he was like, talk to my wife, talk to my wife. And I was like, are you sure? I don't think she know. I don't think you know what I mean. But you know, when we started growing in this business, and you guys, this team boomed in 2020 during the pandemic when everything was shutting down. People were losing their jobs. Our whole team grew 400% in the pandemic. And if there's any team to join, it's ours. I'm saying that because our leadership is the shit. We have systems in place. We have the best culture, and we all want to see everyone succeed. So you are in the right place for a reason. If you're watching this recorded, if you're watching this right now, we are like who you want to get to know, because we're doing like everything that we need to be doing to get to those dreams that we are looking to achieve. And to get to Passport, yes, I love how Tati initiated the conversation about like how to earn these trips. Like this does have to do with building a team and also building your client business. And just to touch on, you know, if it's possible to earn a trip like this with any other company, yes, but not many people have that opportunity. I did in pharmaceutical sales because there's something called President's Trip, and I feel like it's important to, you know, share this information with you guys, and or President's Club. And it really only is the top 10% of performers in sales. And with that being said, that means you could have, let's say 100 people in your division. They're only going to take the top 10 performers. Sally Joe over there could be doing nothing but have a territory that performs just naturally, but you could be busting your ass and doing every single thing that you can to earn that trip, and you could still be number 11. With this business, they really give you the opportunity to just earn it, and it's within your control, and you have the opportunity at your fingertips. We were all at different ranks when we earned this trip, and there are so many people that earned this trip that were, you know, middle of the rank, or middle of the comp plan ranks and top of the comp plan ranks. And there's just so much opportunity here. And so that's what I want to touch on when it comes to the logistics of earning a trip like this. It is so possible. Don't think that you're ever counted out. We heard a story of a girl who had 1 month left of earning this trip, and she was short, you know, some volume, and she just knocked on doors. And that's the freedom that you have. There's no restriction in terms of who you can speak to. Of course, if we're not in that country, you can't speak to them yet. But I mean, you can, you just can't, you know, make the transaction happen. But this business is so beautiful, and it was such a great gift because it actually served as my husband and I's honeymoon. We earned the trip last year. We got married on February 29th, 2020, before the world shut down. So I kind of make a joke like, oh, it's kind of our fault. Like we opened Pandora's box by getting married. Just kidding. But you know, we didn't get to go on that trip last year, and it was very stressful during, you know, the pandemic because we just didn't communicate well. I'm going to be completely honest. Like when most people are going through their honeymoon phase with their marriage, we were butting heads because all we saw was each other in close quarters during the pandemic. And so going on this trip was such a great reset for our marriage, and such a great gift that I could show to him, like, hey, this is real. Because like Emily said, yes, not every counterpart is as supportive as, you know, the next. And it takes time, but as long as you have that belief in yourself and you can be just as good as the next person, you will go so far. And just to let you guys know, we are out of that debt that I mentioned earlier, and we are about to enter our contract for our condo. So you guys, we're going to live the bougie life in a very luxurious, expensive ass condo in San Jose, California. You guys can Google it. It's very expensive. And you can imagine how much it took to have and earn that down payment, because we started in the negative, and I was able to work full time and also contribute to our savings for the down payment, which is a lot. If you're from the Bay Area or you know anything about Bay Area living, it is very expensive. So I would love to hand it off to Gabbie, and I thank you guys all for your time. But yeah, so grateful for the opportunity to share, and hopefully, you just rip the Band-Aid and say yes, because it's worth it.
Yay! Well, that was so amazing. And just know that seriously, saying yes to this opportunity, you could be in my seat watching these incredible women who you never had any idea wanted to join something like this. And you could just be like sitting here and I'm just watching it. I'm so proud of every single one of you guys, because look at the way it changes their lives. Like you saying yes to this opportunity, it's not about you. It is not about you, but this business forces you to be the best version of yourself you can be. And with that comes people watching you and being like, dang, she's really made a change in her life. Oh my gosh, look at all these things she's accomplishing. Oh my gosh, if she can do it, so can I. So just know that a year, 2 years from now, I've been in this for 2.5 years. 2.5 years from now, you could be, I'll go into mine, but I'm associate executive director. I am in the top 1% of our company. I am 2 ranks away from the top of the comp plan, which is like, I'm like, who, me? I have to look in the mirror. I'm like, are they talking about me? Like, is that my name on those things? I'm like, what the heck? Because no, I am not the smartest person in the world. I'm not the most beautiful girl in the world. I'm not all these things, but saying yes to this business has taught me that like, I can do it and you can do it and you can be like the most incredible person that you don't even know is possible for yourself. So just know that. And yes, I've been in it for 2.5 years. It's been incredible because I went from nannying 4 beautiful children my whole entire life, like literally every single day, every other weekend, traveling with them for months at a time. But I have a family, I have a boyfriend, I have 2 dogs, I have a home, but I was getting taken away from that to maintain my lifestyle and to pay just to survive. And I was getting paid incredible money, but I wasn't living my life. I was living their life. And so when I saw this opportunity, which I am the opposite from everybody, I was the most easiest market partner on planet Earth. I didn't ask one question. I gave my social security number over Instagram. I had no idea what this was. So just know there are people out there who are going to sign up with you and don't even know what the heck you're talking about. So have faith in that. But I saw a girl on Instagram, beautiful blonde hair. I'm like, wow, I hate my hair. My hair doesn't grow, but I will not stop dyeing it blonde because I love it blonde. That's me. So I was like, wait, if these products are working for her, maybe they'll work for me. So I DM'd her. I didn't even watch her for 6 months. I DM'd her a week after she was posted about shampoo. And I said, what is this? I need it. She told me like 3 ways to buy. I'm like, I want so many products. I'll just get a product pack. I didn't even like, she's like, oh, and you can sell it. I'm like, I'm not selling it. Knew nothing. Got my products, started using them. And for me, I didn't have a one wash wonder. I didn't use them and fall in love with them. I used them wrong. I took them to Hawaii and I had salt in my hair. So I was like, maybe it's the salt. Like, I don't know. Maybe these products are a scam. Maybe I just F this whole thing up. But came home, I'm like, okay, there's a bunch of girls on Instagram with the hashtag Monat hair and they all have beautiful hair. What am I doing wrong? So I gave it a whole month of washing wrong, shampooing 4 times, like just trying to get to it. And finally one day I literally took probably like 3 showers and finally my hair was like, oh, this is what these girls are talking about. I was so excited. And I walked into work the next day and the mom I nanny for was like, did you get your hair done? And mind you, I get to work at 7 a.m. I'm like, oh yeah, I was at the salon at 5 a.m. to come to work. And she's like, you have my card, get me those products. And I was like, oh gosh, okay. So I texted my upline. I go, how do I sell these things? Because I have a customer. And I was so excited. And from that moment, it just took that one person complimenting my hair to be like, okay, I could do this. If those girls can do it, I could do it. Like, and then I started doing my hair and I liked it because I felt confident. I wasn't waking up with oily hair. I was touching it all day long. It started this ripple effect in me that I didn't even know was inside of me. And I was going to all my family members. Like I was one of those annoying people that's like, touch my hair. You need these products. Trust me. If you don't like them, you get a 30-day money back guarantee. Like I was on it. That just, and 2.5 years later, I am still that person. family events, I'm still talking to those people that have not purchased from me. And I'm like, I promise, Auntie Sally's using it, Mom's using it, Grandma's using it. Look at their hair. Doesn't it look good? Like, you need these products. And it's all about sharing. So if you like to help people, and maybe you hate your hair right now, maybe you need new products, maybe your family members have the worst hair of their lives and you want to help them. If you like helping people, you can do this business. And look at all of us. We all have completely different stories. We're all from completely different backgrounds, and none of us look the same. None of us even have the same hair color. It's like just so many different people. But from us being so different, that's what people see in you. Like, some people will relate to my hair, some people will relate to Lex's hair, but we all have so many different products for all the blah, blah, blah. I don't need to get into that. But anyway, if you like helping people, you can do this business. If you like relationships, you can do this business, because that's what this is all about. When I posted on my Instagram, I just knew, like, I love the way my hair feels. This will help somebody. And I didn't think Naj would ever join my team. Are you kidding me? She was exactly right. Her hair was always slicked back. I don't even think I saw her hair down one time living with her for like 2 years. I think we had to force her to wear her hair down. And then within 3 seconds after, she'd have it in a ponytail. So do you really think I thought she'd join my business? No. So that's just goes to show, you never know who's watching you or who's going to join this business, because even people that don't brush their hair will join this business or want to try these products. And yes, if you like helping people, the biggest thing with this whole thing is, like, it just truly brought my confidence back. And just like these calls, never in a million years, like, I literally dropped out of community college because I had to take a speaking class, and I was like, nope, I'll do something else. I literally started working at a private gym in at Bay Club in Santa Clara, and that's how I found the family I nannied for. And literally that's how I started making the big bucks. But like, I just got lucky. I didn't have like any special skills. Like, I didn't know who I was. And this business truly forced me to be like, wow, I know how to work hard. I like to help people. I like to, like, when you put other people first in this business, that's how you succeed. So just like listening to all these girls' stories, that's why I'm where I'm at today. And just know that you sharing and you being vulnerable and you trying something new is going to give somebody else an opportunity at this, because maybe you see people on Instagram posting about this shampoo, but maybe the people following them don't trust them. Maybe you have, maybe you're so trustworthy that you post one time and you get 5 messages and people are like, oh my God, I've been wondering if that shampoo works, or, oh my gosh, I've been wanting to join someone's team, or, you just never know until you try. And just know that you cannot fail at this business unless you give up. And if you keep going, every single person has a different journey. And I'm here to teach you how to get there. Naja's here to teach you. Lex is here. Tati's here. Emily's here. And just know that we are all here to help you, and we're a community. So maybe you don't relate to me, you relate to Lex. We are all doing this together, and we're all learning and we're all growing, but we've done it for so long. And if you look at our uplines, you guys, I think it's 10 out of 11 of my uplines are millionaires. They all are so extremely successful. They're all at the top of the comp plan. My upline is this close to the top of the comp plan, and I'm next, because whatever she's doing, she's teaching me. I'm teaching my team. My team's teaching their girls. And just know that the sky is the limit with this. And I truly can't even picture like this is what makes me emotional, but I'm not going to get emotional because I'm just not going to do that right now. But my life, the way it looked like before I started this business, I was literally a slave making incredible money, but I was a slave and it sucked. But now that I can literally go see my mom in the middle of the week and just wake up every morning, not stressed, like to go to work, and just not like stressing out about these trips that I had to go on with 0 sleep because I was watching 4 children, like, and just knowing I can wake up every day and spend my day how I want to, literally by helping people. Oh, a new girl started her business. Okay, let's hop on a call with her. Like, our business is so rewarding that you can't help but want to work it. And just know, if you're in your business right now, maybe you haven't started, or maybe you're in it right now and you're watching some of our market partners on here, just know that there's the light at the end of the tunnel if you just keep going. So yes, it's the best job ever. And I know everybody touched on the Dominican, but that trip was just such a blessing because I got to take my mom on it, and just spending that quality time with her was like it was just unreal because she deserves it. And I know you all can say your parents deserve the world because they brought you into this world, and just knowing that I spoiled her and she didn't have to pay $1 to be on that trip, and I could just be like, Mom, look at where we're at, was just like, I felt like a proud daughter. So if you want to spoil your parents one day, this business can get you there. And that's all. I really don't want to cry because once I start, I will not stop. So I'm going to cut it right there. And if you guys are thinking about doing this, just do it and try it. And if it doesn't work out, then who knows, because it will work out for you as long as you know how to work hard. Okay, that's all. Love you guys. Bye.
You guys, I hope that you reach out to the person who invited you to listen to this call, because like I said, there's a reason why so many people are talking about it. And whether you're religious or not, I truly feel like God put this in my life for a reason. And I'm like, I'm going to cry because this business gets me so emotional because I see what it does for people's lives. And the person who invited you to listen into this wants it for you too. All right. We don't do this because we are selfish and we want to get the bonus. We do it because we care about people and we want to help people, and we know it can bless their lives too. So jump on this crazy ride with us, guys. Like, it is absolutely unreal. We are just barely beginning. All right. We are still a baby company, but we're $1 billion company, and we are going so far. So reach out to the person who invited you to listen. I will save this. So any of you market partners who need this recording, send me a message. I will send it your way. We love you guys, and we hope that every single one of you is going to be on our team soon. Bye, everyone.